Hey guys, it's Anna again, your master lash artist with the Lash Supply and your host of The Lash Life. We are here today. We have a special guest.
Hey everyone. My name is Q. I'm a local lash artist here in Houston, Texas. My name of my business is True Lux & Co. I'm located right in between the Heights and the Galleria area. I've been doing lashes for about since 2018.
Dang.
Yeah, no. Oh wow. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm a vet in the game, okay?
Yes.
I feel like I got it down packed.
For sure.
But yeah. That's
I know
me.
your work reflects it too.
Oh, thank
we can tell
you.
that you are a vet in the game. Your work reflects it. I know your
Thank
Instagram
you.
page. What is your Instagram page again?
TrueLux.co.
Okay.
So at TrueLux, TruLuxe.co.
That's, I mean, your page is awesome
Thank
too. You have such
you.
good pictures.
Thank you.
I mean, if I was a customer, I'd go.
Oh my God, that means a lot. That means a lot. Thank you.
Hughes, thank you so much for being on the show with us. We appreciate you taking the time. I know being a lash artist, you're so busy. I can relate.
Yes.
And for you to take the time out here to be with us, that's a big deal.
Yes.
Okay?
Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. But, let's get started. Okay, Q, so tell us a little bit about your job as a lash tech.
Okay, well, I try not to start off too early because I'm not a morning person. Okay, let's be clear.
Yeah.
Not a morning person. So
But you know what? That's a really good thing about being a lash artist. You can just, your own hours.
your own hours, okay?
Yes.
Like, I'm not waking up at 7. If someone wants an appointment, baby, I'm not going to be able to do it. I can get you in at 10.
Yeah.
Does that work?
Yeah.
But no, so I start off my day around 10. I end around 6. I take between, say, 3 to 5. No more than 5. Because, baby, after 4, my back is,
You're burnt out.
girl, tired. Eyes.
Yeah.
Everything shot. Like, I want to be my best so your lashes can be
Yes.
their best. So I try not to overwhelm myself with my workload. So I try
Yeah.
not to take too many people. But in the beginning, it wasn't like that. Like, I was just trying to get as many people as I
Yeah.
could. But I learned out work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
Okay.
And sometimes in the beginning, you do have to work a little harder
yeah.
so that you can work a little less.
Yeah.
You know
No,
what I mean?
seriously.
You
yeah.
kind of just get it in as they come.
Got
You
to.
know what I mean?
Right.
To make that money to start,
Right.
promoting, to start, your customer base and stuff like that. So that's
Exactly.
understandable.
Exactly.
But tell me a little bit about how you became a lash artist.
I was getting my eyelashes done, which I don't do anymore because of my allergies. So everybody's not a candidate for eyelash extensions.
No.
Side note. But I was going to my eyelash extension lady, and I was just seeing like how she could make her own schedule. She determined how much money she was going to make
Yeah.
a day. She didn't have anybody micromanaging her, which is something that I absolutely hate. So that's
Right.
really what prompted me to take a lash course. So took the lash class. It was cool, a basic lash class.
Did you get started like right away, or did it just kind of take you a little bit to like
It
get
took
in
me
the game?
it took me a little bit because it was difficult.
Yeah.
Like I try to tell girls, like, if you want to do lashes, be prepared to have patience and to work.
Yes.
You're not going to get it just like that.
Yeah.
Just because you take a class, you're not going to go out and have all these clienteles. You're
Yeah.
not going to be a master. It takes time.
Yes, that's what I tell people too. Like, I know girls that take a licensing course or a lash
Yeah.
class, and they're like, "And I'm opening up a shop tomorrow."
No.
And I'm like, "Girl, you're not gonna have people lined up out the door when you
At
begin."
all. Slow down.
Yeah.
Be
Like,
humble.
Yes, exactly.
Seriously.
Like,
yeah.
I'm glad that you have ambition, and that's great.
Yeah.
But it's a hard startup.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it is.
And if you have a lot of, from your friends and family, a lot of support, and they're coming to get their lashes done with you, and supporting you, that's great too. But a lot
Right.
of people don't have that. And
Right.
you have to start from scratch and start from zero.
Zero.
Yes.
Okay.
How did that feel, starting from zero?
So I have my degree in marketing.
Yeah.
From college. So I've always had that entrepreneur type spirit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, like, how am I going to get these clients, So I actually started doing the people that I work with.
Yeah.
My managers. I'm like, hey, I'm doing lashes. You should come get your lashes done.
Yeah.
I'll charge you like $30.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just charging for supplies at this point.
I can relate.
Girl,
I did that too.
okay, $30. Just please come in. It's going to be about 5 hours, but it's going to be okay. We're going to make it through. Just please come. So really, that's how it started, word of mouth. So started doing my coworkers, started doing their friends and families, their kids, and I started to get more comfortable, and you know, I just went from there. Shout out my girl Megan. She's one of my first clients I ever had.
God.
Like when I tell you that is my ride or die, she no longer lives in Houston. Aww. She's in Florida, right? But her sister was my sales manager because I worked at Lexus.
Okay.
She was my sales manager, and she was like, "Oh, my little sister loves lash extensions. You know, I'm gonna tell her to come to you." And like she never left. Like she stuck with me from day one until I was the person that I am now, the lash artist that I am now. So I really appreciate her.
Until she moved.
Yeah, until she moved. But she still shouts me out on Instagram. Like she's one of my biggest supporters. I love her so much. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
Being a lash artist myself, I have those that are just like from the beginning.
Your day one.
Yes.
You'll do anything for them.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, seriously.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I will go out of my way for them sometimes because I feel like even when I raise my prices over and over
they stayed
and
with
over
you.
Again, yeah, they stayed with me, and they it didn't matter.
Yeah,
they continued.
They
to
saw
be by
your
my side.
worth, and they liked you as a person. That's another thing.
Yeah,
you have to be personable in this business. You can't be rude. You got to have great customer service. People, you might not be that good, but people will book you just off the fact that they like you. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, that's a big thing too.
I've had some students that want to lash with headphones on.
No.
And they just don't want to be disturbed. And I'm like, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Nope.
You know what I mean? That's not okay. People sometimes want to talk.
Lash therapy.
Yeah.
No, for real.
You're not just a lash artist, you're a lash.
I'm a therapist.
Yeah,
yes.
Exactly.
Seriously.
You got to listen to everything and anything going on in their lives.
Yep.
Because sometimes a lot of these people, they don't have anybody to really talk to.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They can't trust anybody.
Yep.
And then they trust us with their like utmost secrets. And
Yes,
like,
girl. It's a safe. You're in a safe place.
I'm always like, this is like Vegas.
No, for real. What goes on in here stays in here. Okay,
absolutely.
seriously.
Yes. So, what was your motivation? Like, what was your motivation? Just the hours, the money, just being your own boss?
It was a combination of things. Mainly being my own boss.
Yeah.
I kind of have a problem with authority. Well, not so much authority, just micromanaging. I don't like someone over I don't like it. Like, let me sit and do my work and go on about your business. Okay, go on about your business. But really, yeah. So being my own boss, making my own hours, me being in control of how much money I make, all of those things, and just the sense of freedom, like not having to answer to anyone but my clients, of course. But other than that, yeah, just being independent.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's nothing like being independent.
That's a big part.
Yeah.
I always tell, all my students, like, there's so much lash extensions could offer you. You know what I mean?
For sure.
If you're tired of being micromanaged, if you're tired of getting up at 7 a.m. and not making it to work till 9 because of traffic.
Listen, Houston traffic is crazy, okay? Ridiculous.
You gotta find it. You gotta go after it, and it's not easy.
It's not.
People think, like, I'm gonna take a lash class and girl, that's it. You know what I mean? I'm like, no. It doesn't work like that. I had jobs for years until I kind of broke off and did it full time. I quit several times and started over.
Yeah.
Different things happen in people's lives that you're just like, dang, I really want to do this, but I have to stop because I got to do this.
Right. Right.
And it was a hard startup. I felt like it got really good for me, and then it was like at a standstill, and then again, and it was just like,
you go in waves. Yeah.
And that's when a lot of people quit.
Most definitely.
Completely.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
But you got to see the light at the end of that tunnel. It's like,
have a vision.
Yeah, you have to have a vision.
Yep, have a vision, have a plan.
Yes,
most
I've hired girls in my salon that after 3 months they quit.
Yeah,
because they don't have a vision.
Yeah,
they don't have the vision that we have.
I feel like people see it as quick money, but you can't look at it as a hustle. You have to look at it as a business.
Yes.
If you're looking to get into this for simply a hustle, you're not going to last long. Like, you're not. You're not going to have the same passion. You're not going to want to perfect your craft. you're only in it for the money. And
Yeah.
sometimes you have slow seasons.
You do.
Where you're
You
not
do.
booked and you're like,
what am I doing?
what am I going to do? Like, do I need to go get a job? Like, what needs to happen? But
it's not always on top. You know,
most definitely.
And you just got to hang in there because it does pay off.
Yeah, it does for sure.
You know, and like you said, you got in it because you saw that they were making a lot of money and they can, you know, manage their own schedules. And that's a big part of it. Like, who doesn't want to do that?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But it's also not for everyone.
It's not.
Because some people, their bed feels just way too good when they don't have anybody over them telling them anything.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And
for
I'm
sure.
like, you know what? My bed feels really good too, but it also feels better when I have money in my pocket.
Period. Okay. When I have a little cushion in the pockets.
I'm like,
okay?
that money feels better.
Yeah,
so that motivates me to get out of bed.
Motivation.
Exactly.
No, seriously, yeah.
But what are some difficulties you encountered at first, and how did you overcome them?
Okay, so kind of like burnout, you know, like seasons where you're not getting clientele. So I feel like what helped me was just knowing I'm not going back to working for someone else. Like I was determined, like, no, this is gonna work. Like when I have my mind set on something that I really want to do, I'm gonna stick to it.
Yes.
You have to be resilient.
Yeah.
Don't always look at the amount of clientele that you have. Like they may come, they may go. Like just keep at it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then just really find a passion for helping people to feel better about themselves,
Yes.
whether it's you just simply doing their lashes or you giving them advice about whatever they told you in the lash room. Like it's rewarding. So I feel like that's what made me stick in it. Like the reward was way greater than just money, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah. But and another thing that helped too was social media. Use your social media, use those hashtags, content. Shout out to my girl Kai for pushing me to make more content, guys. Okay? Like I'm on it. Because people want to see it.
Yeah.
So the more content you put out, the more eyes you're getting on you.
Yeah.
The more clientele that it's bringing in.
Yeah.
And post quality content.
And you know what? It's such a game changer because I know that you've been lashing for a long time and I've been lashing for a long time too. And back then it wasn't as a big deal as it is now.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if we wanted to promote, you had to pay somehow because not a lot of people were watching.
Right.
And now everybody's watching on all types of social media. So it's like free advertisement.
Free, exactly.
You know, it's free advertisement and, you know, we don't have to pay for an ad or pay for attention or make flyers or business cards. That's not a big deal right now. You know, a big deal is social media. So
know your audience.
Yes, know your audience for sure.
Yeah.
So besides those difficulties, what other difficulties do you feel like maybe you encountered that made you want to be like, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm quitting.
Girl. Having somebody on that bed for 5 hours and you in your head are like, oh God, I only got one eye done. And I got this whole other eye to do. I'm not going to make it. My back hurts. Everything hurts. My client is frustrated. She's ready to go. But you just gotta stick with it. Like, just block all that out and keep going.
Like,
and keep
sometimes
going.
you just feel like you're not good enough.
Yes.
Right?
Because and another thing with the whole, stop comparing yourself to other people.
Yes, thank you. Yes,
comparing
absolutely.
yourself. There's 1,000,001 lash artists out here. But what I like to tell people is, but no one lashes like you lash.
Exactly.
Like somebody's gonna want
my
you.
Students that all the time.
All the time.
I tell everybody this.
Yeah.
There are 1 million clothing stores out there. But not everybody goes to the same one.
Exactly.
Because your style's different than mine.
Yep.
Her style's different than yours. We could do the same volume set.
Yep.
But some people might like yours and some might like mine.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's a preference.
Exactly. It's a preference. And so I hate when people say, and I hate this in our industry, that are like, it's already saturated. It's too many lash chicks.
Girl.
And I'm
it's
like,
the dumbest thing ever, y'all.
Yes.
The dumbest.
And that's with any business.
Yeah.
There's too many t-shirt businesses. There's too many plumbers.
No, don't listen
There's
to
too
it.
many hairstylists.
Yeah.
Already. No, there isn't enough.
It's not.
There isn't enough.
People are booked, y'all.
Yeah, people are booked.
Seriously, yeah.
There's enough people for everybody.
There's enough money for everyone.
Everybody has their own social circle.
Yep.
and that social circle expands.
Exactly.
And those people refer you.
Yep.
And that becomes your circle.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And your circle's not the same as mine.
Exactly.
So I hate
Your
when
own
people
village.
say that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I hate when people say,
it's
oh,
saturated.
it's too many lash tips. Everybody's doing that.
Wah, 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 wah,
Yeah,
wah, wah.
I'm like,
no.
okay, well, nobody can do it like you.
Exactly.
Okay?
Do you. Focus on your
Yes,
craft.
exactly.
Quit looking at everybody else.
Yes.
That was my thing in the beginning. I can't lie. And that's the reason why I feel like I can say that. Like one time I just had to like unfollow all lash artists. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I gotta unfollow
right.
everyone. Like because I'm comparing myself and I have to
Yes.
stop doing that.
I
Comparison
have
is
been
a
there
thief of
too.
joy. You cannot do that.
I
It's
feel you on
it's
that.
gonna keep you feeling like you're not good enough.
Yes.
But you are.
Yeah.
You know?
And you know what? Editing is a big deal. Like some people they could suck.
Listen, but baby.
But their editing is just so amazing.
Yeah.
And you're comparing yourself to some editing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I have compared myself in the past to some lash artists. And I'm like, man, like, they're
Her
so
stuff looks
fast.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so fast and their stuff is like really nice.
Yeah.
And then out of the blue, one of their customers comes to me. Right?
Yes.
And then
That one.
And when they're under your lash bed and you
look.
look, you're like, oh, okay.
That's the one. You get to, oh, no.
That's
this is
how.
not it. Exactly.
That's how.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Exactly. I
Stop.
had
And
that
you're like,
story
stop
before.
comparing yourself. Stop it.
Yep. Stop it.
Stop
Don't
it.
do it.
Yeah. You don't know what's going on over there.
You don't.
You really don't.
You don't know if they're even isolating correctly. Baby, you don't know what that person went through to get like, so just quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. That's a big hurdle to get through is seeing people succeed, you know? But you don't really know if they are. This is just social media.
Yeah.
It's just like
Don't get caught up.
when people say, stop looking at Facebook and all these happy couples.
You don't know what's going on behind them closed doors. Okay,
Yeah.
listen.
We're in
yes.
love today.
Right.
But behind closed doors,
We're
knows?
fighting cats and dogs, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
But, you know, I guess that's a really big hurdle
Yeah,
for
sure.
you know, new artists. They need to get out of that.
Comparing themselves.
Yeah,
and I
that's
get
true.
it. You want to look at other lash techs to see what they're doing, different maps, etc. But you just have to just know you can't compare your day one to someone's day year 3, year
Yes,
4.
exactly.
You just started, baby. Like give yourself time.
Absolutely.
You have to give yourself time. You have to practice.
Yes.
Practice, practice, practice,
That's
practice.
a big one. Practice.
Yeah.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
It really does.
It does.
You know, it really does
For
help.
sure. Yeah.
So as a lash artist and business owner,
Mm-hmm.
Q, it can be tough sometimes to balance life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Tell me about it.
Tell me a little bit about how you balance all that out.
I stick to my schedule. Stick to the schedule.
Yes, I
Okay. People wanna can you squeeze me in? No, I can't. Like my time is my time. My off days are my
Yeah.
off days. Like, oh girl, can I come in on a Sunday? No, ma'am. I don't work on Sundays.
Yeah.
But I can get you in on Monday though. How does that sound?
Yeah.
You know? But really just making sure you stick to your schedule and making sure that you're taking care of self. Have your own self-care days. Go
Yeah.
get your nails done.
Yes.
Go get your feet done, your hair done.
Yeah.
Do something to make yourself feel good.
For sure.
You're making everybody else feel good. Make sure you're taking care of self so that you can
Yes.
continue to make other people
Yeah.
feel good. So you won't feel burnt out and things of that nature.
Burnout
Yeah.
is a big thing.
Yeah, it is.
If you're not managing your schedule,
Yeah.
you can get burned out in this industry.
Yeah.
And again, that's another reason why some lash techs quit.
Yeah.
They're just burnt out. And then when they've taken that time away, they're like, dang,
I
shouldn't
miss
have
it.
quit.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have quit.
Yeah.
Right? But that's because you're not scheduling.
Yep.
You're not, prioritizing.
Yeah.
And you're giving everybody else that time that needs to be for you.
Mm-hmm.
And, I used to do that too.
Yeah.
As a beginner, I know you probably did.
Yeah,
where
for sure.
You're squeezing everybody in.
Girl, 8-10 clients a day.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Now that I think
it
about
is.
it, I'm like, how did I do that?
Same. How?
How?
How did that happen?
Seriously, yes. Oh my God.
And it's like that day you might be really proud of yourself,
Mm-hmm.
but when you continue to do that, you're just like, oh my God, after a couple of weeks, or
Yeah.
a couple of months,
Yeah.
you're not feeling you.
No.
You're not feeling yourself.
No.
And it's burnout.
Yeah.
It's burnout because you're doing too much for everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And clients don't respect your time anymore.
At all. That part.
When you start squeezing people in
Yep.
and letting them come in late,
Yep.
and then the rest of your appointments are running late because that person ran late.
Oh, no. Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're not respecting your time.
Nope.
It's like these other people on my schedule have 1,000 things to do too.
Exactly. That's one of the
You know?
reasons why I implemented my late policy. Not to necessarily penalize anyone,
Yeah.
but okay, say I'm running late. I always try to compensate with my clients. Like,
Yes.
okay, well, if you were running late, I would charge you. So I'm going to, hey, girl, well, here's a free lash shampoo, or here's something.
Yes.
Like just making the client feel like, oh, dang, she really cares. You know,
Yeah.
like she's not just taking my time for granted. She's not, you know.
Absolutely.
But I feel like you have to have some type of system to where it
Yeah.
discourages people from playing with your time.
Exactly.
And because,
yes.
no.
And you know, customers, we're not trying to be ugly. We
No.
really are not. The rules that we set are not to try to be ugly to you or to try to be like sassy or
Yeah.
like too bougie or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, we do it because if you come in 15 minutes late and that next person comes in on time,
Yeah.
you're running into her time.
Mm-hmm.
And why do we have to punish her on her time if you came in late?
Exactly.
Right?
For
So
sure.
if you're going to be late, then just let us know so that we can reschedule you, so that we can figure out if the other customer is going to be here late too. Maybe we do have a little time. Maybe the next customer canceled. We don't know, right? We're not trying to be ugly. It's just something that we have to do to make sure everybody else stays on track. Because
Yeah.
our, you know, trying to get out of the shop at 6 p.m. won't happen until 8 p.m. if we continue to do that.
Yeah.
And it's so hard for us because
Stress.
we have stuff to do too.
Seriously.
You know, I know this is our full-time job.
We have lives.
We have lives.
Yeah.
You know, just like you. We
Right,
have lives.
exactly.
We have stuff going on that we
Yeah.
don't get to do during the day because we're with you.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And, you know, for our beginner lash techs, implement those rules.
Please.
Right?
Because people will play with you.
Yeah.
They will. Like, you have to set the standard.
Yeah.
Set your standard and let that be that. Don't waver. Don't wonder. Well, you know, okay. So I might squeeze someone in.
Yeah.
If they're like a loyal client or they tip good or, you know, things of that nature.
Right.
Like, if you help me, I'm going to help you.
Yes,
If I need to
absolutely.
push you back a little bit and you're not complaining about it, oh, I'm for sure going to hook you up on the back end. Like, you
Yeah,
know, so with
exactly.
things like that, like, let's work together.
Yeah.
That's all. Let's work
Exactly.
together. You know,
Communication is
it's
a big
everything
thing.
because
Yeah.
things happen. You know, traffic. Your car may break down, but it's all about
Emergencies.
communication. Like, let's just
Exactly.
communicate, and everything will flow a lot better. Yeah.
Yeah, don't tell me 20 minutes into your appointment.
please
hey,
don't.
I'll be there in just a few minutes. 20 minutes after your appointment?
Don't
like,
do that. Please don't add that stress. Please don't add
And
the
then I'm
stress.
like losing my mind. Like, what am I going to do if my other client walks in?
Yeah.
Like, she's going to be mad.
Yeah.
She's going to be upset at me.
Yeah.
Like, what am I going to do? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So definitely, I agree with that. Like, your schedule
Yeah.
is a big thing.
Yeah.
Keep your schedule.
Keep your schedule.
And don't overbook and
Yes.
overwork yourself. I know at the beginning, sometimes we don't have a choice because we're trying to start off and we're trying to bring in customers.
Right.
Once you start having that customer base, set your rules.
Yeah.
Because like you said, people will text you, can I come in on Sunday?
No, ma'am. I can't.
I don't have another day off to myself.
I can't, babe.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah. It's
When-
okay to say no.
When do I get a day off?
Yeah.
Right?
Seriously. Yeah.
And I've done that stuff before where I see people on weekends and I'm burned out and I don't have a day to myself and I
Yeah.
haven't had one for months.
And you're tired.
And I'm tired. Am
Yeah.
I giving you the same quality work? Probably
Exactly.
not.
No.
I'm tired.
It's hard. It's almost impossible.
Yes,
like if my eyes
exactly.
don't want to work right, I can't. Nothing's working. I can't do
know.
it. Yeah.
Yes,
no, for real.
absolutely. But
Yeah.
you know, in your opinion, what does one need to do to get started? What do you recommend to get started in this business? What are some like key points that you can think of?
To get started in the lash business, first of all, have patience, have a passion for it. Know that it's not easy money. It may seem like it, but it's not. You really have to perfect your craft.
Yes.
So again, patience, giving yourself patience to become that master lash artist. For sure, take a class. Really go to school. Get your license, friend. Because in the state of Texas, you need your license.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Yes.
So whether that be just a pure lash extension license or your full aesthetic license, you for sure do that first.
Yes.
And then go take a class to further your craft, your skill level. Because typically, I know when I was in school, the only thing they taught us was classics.
Yeah.
So volume, hybrid. They didn't teach any of that.
Yeah, I know.
So
I did the same thing. It was classic.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to do volume, but I don't know how to make a fan. So I started using pre-mades.
No, me too, girl.
Easy fans.
Yes.
I tried everything.
Yes.
And then I started practicing to do my own fans.
Yes.
And I finally got it.
Finally.
And I was like,
yes. I did it.
Yes. I was like, yes. But
it looks good. Look at that mannequin.
Exactly. But then it took me forever to do a volume.
No.
So
Literally.
I was
like, hold on, the fan is splitting. Tweezers ain't working. What's going
easy,
on?
guys. It's not easy.
Sweating, all type of things.
You have to perfect your skills.
Yes.
You really do. It doesn't end.
Yeah,
with
never.
One class.
I'm still learning new things till this day.
Me too.
So
yeah, me
for
too.
Sure.
I could tell you a lot about lash extensions, but there's so much more to learn.
It is.
And there's so much going on.
Yeah.
Products are being reformulated all the time.
Hence lash sealing. We didn't have that.
Yeah.
We
didn't.
We didn't have that.
I was
we
like,
just
what?
had a fan.
Yeah.
Baby, I was just gonna fan you.
Look, I started lashing when right before the little fans came out and we had the little bulb.
Yeah.
I was just like, what is this for?
Exactly. No, seriously. Do I put it in my nose?
Yeah.
What is this
and
for?
And then I saw somebody one time with a fan and I was like, why am I still using this
My
thing?
hands hurt. I'm working harder.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely, you're right. Perfecting your skills. You got to keep learning.
For sure.
All those key points that you said, you know, those are on point.
Yeah.
You have to know, even though it seems like it's a really easy business, we can tell you how to do it. You got to want to do it. You got to want to continue to feed your brain. I've ran into a lot of lash techs, whether they're in my class or just some that I know, where you can't tell them nothing.
Don't you hate it?
And I'm just like, I'm not trying to you know what I mean?
Let me tell you a story. So I was in school, and this is what I tell y'all: go to school first, get your license, and then do it. I did it backwards. Don't be like me.
Me too.
Be better, y'all. Be better. But I had already been lashing, and so girls in the class, I would see them, okay, I know what I'm doing. Let me help. I'm such a helper. That's why I love to be in the service industry. I'm a helper. So I'll go over and I'm like, hey, girl, you look like you're having some trouble. Maybe do it like this. No, I'm going to do it like this. She told me to do it like this.
Okay, girl.
I'm like, and I said, from that day on, I said, I'm not offering any unsolicited help. I said, she told me. Okay, girl, you got it. Go ahead.
Exactly.
Go
ahead.
Okay,
then, girl, you do you.
Exactly. And it sucks because you should always be open to learning something new. There's many ways to make a volume fan. There's many ways to do a lot of different things in lashing.
Yes.
And you just have to be open to learning something new, something different. Be a sponge. Don't be so close-minded, you know?
I hate when people are very close-minded. This is what I learned, so this is what I'm sticking to, and nobody
You're not
can tell me
grow.
otherwise.
You're not going to grow.
You're never going to grow.
You're not.
You're never going to grow.
It's a fact, yeah.
And if you're not growing, you're not making money.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
You have to be teachable.
Yep.
That's what I have teachable. Learned.
With anything in life, though, you know?
Yeah. You know, at the school where I'm teaching the lash extension specialty, I sometimes move to aesthetics and move to cosmetology. I'm a cosmetologist.
Okay.
And so I have the director there, Miss Jaimes. She went from student to teacher to director.
Okay, awesome.
And I learned so much from her because sometimes I want to say, well, no, I can't let her do this because then everybody else is going to want to do this. And she's like, Miss Anna, no, that's not how it is. Everybody's situation is different. You know what I mean? You have to. And so she kind of remolds you into what you need to be, and you have to be open to that. Yeah. And there's some people that are like, oh no, I don't like her because blah blah blah. You know what I mean? And I love that.
That's how you grow.
I love people to push me. And to challenge me.
Yes.
And
tell me.
I tell her, Miss, I may argue with you, but when I get home, I'm like, you know what?
kind of made sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it kind of made sense. Yeah.
That does make sense. She's
yeah,
right.
she on to something.
Yeah,
yeah,
she's right. You
yeah,
know?
yeah.
And, sometimes you learn from students.
Seriously.
Because, there's so many trends out there. There's so many things happening.
Yeah.
That they're like, Miss, how do you... And I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Show me. Yeah. Teach
I'm
me
not sure.
something. Yeah. I'm here for it.
I like to do this and this and this and that. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? That's really cool. I really like that.
Yeah.
Do you want to do a demo for the class?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Love it.
And that makes them feel like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I love it. Love
I
to hear
think
it.
being teachable is a big one in this industry.
Yes.
Stop trying to act like you just know everything.
Because you don't.
You don't.
You don't.
We don't.
We don't.
Right?
No, we don't.
I don't know. I want to say we're Lash OGs.
Yeah. We are. We're the OGs. Yeah,
But
seriously.
there's still stuff we're learning.
Yeah.
And every day we're like, huh?
Something like the whole spike trend,
Yeah.
right? Like that just came about.
Yeah.
So, bam, now I'm learning something different,
Yeah.
you know? So, yeah. It's
Now I'm the
always
spike queen.
Right. Spiky light, okay? What you want?
Yeah.
Put these spikes
What's
all
next?
over, okay?
What's next?
Exactly. Bring it.
Yes.
No,
So
for
we're
real.
always open to learning, and that's what's going to keep you growing. You have to be humble about it. You have to be open to hearing somebody say, "That's not right.
Yeah.
You should probably be doing it like this."
Yeah.
And thinking about it, and not listening to react.
Yeah.
But listening to sink in and
really think about
comprehend
it.
and think about it. Because
Yeah.
a lot of times we're on the offense when people say, "Hey Q, I don't really think that you're doing that correctly. I think that you need to change this. I think this would probably," and you're like, "Well, that's not what," blah, blah, blah.
And
you know what I mean?
what's so crazy? You also, with taking criticism, clients, like they may wake up and they're like, oh no, this is not what I want.
Yeah.
And you can't take that personal.
No.
You can't. So it's like, okay, well, what don't you like about it? Or
Yes.
what can I do better? Or, okay, well, lay back down. Let's see if we can rework this.
Yes.
They said, oh, I love it now. You know what I mean?
And
So,
sometimes they catch you off guard because
yeah,
you have a full year of lashing everybody, and everybody's like, "Oh my God,
I
I
love
love
it, love it.
And then
Yeah.
this one customer's like, "I don't like this. This is too much for me." And I'm like, "What?
What? You don't, what don't you like?
Everybody likes it."
Right. No, for real. Seriously.
But
yeah.
like you said, there's preferences.
Yep.
And so you have to learn to rework that and be like you said, what don't you like?
What don't you like? Tell me
can
what
we
you don't
change?
like. Yeah.
Okay, what can we change? You have to be lenient to working with your customers because that's who's making you money.
Yeah. Customer service.
Customer
Yeah.
service.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
And if you don't learn customer service being a lash tech and you learn it somewhere else, bring that with
Bring
you
it.
because
Yeah.
you need it
For sure.
for sure.
Yeah.
Do you have like any deep advice for our lash besties out there that are getting started? Like any words of wisdom? Like if I could tell you anything, I'm gonna tell you this.
If I could tell you anything, I would tell you don't quit, sis. Don't quit. It's been so many times where I'm on the phone with my friends like, oh, girl, like I'm over it. Like I'm tired of lashing. Like it's not working. I'm having a hard time making these fans. My glue's not working. Like so many different factors will come up to make you want to quit. But don't quit. Like figure it out. Like everything, there's always a solution to a problem. Like always. You just have to figure it out. So just be consistent. Be humble. Be teachable. And don't quit. Like just keep going. Do not quit. Because baby, you're gonna want to quit sometimes, but don't. That's the biggest advice that I can give. Keep going. You got it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that's really, really good advice because a lot of lash techs don't make it in this business because they quit at the wrong time. Right when it starts getting like a little difficult, they quit. And if they just made it through that little storm, oh my God,
it's gonna make you better.
Yeah.
Like you're struggling with fans now, but baby, keep practicing in your fans. Like them skinny bases, wide fans, narrow fans, closed fans.
Exactly.
You're gonna have it, but you don't stop. Put in the work, and you'll get it.
Yes.
Yeah. Be patient. Yeah.
I think that's really good word of advice. A lot of people quit too soon. I see a lot of lash techs quit too soon.
Man.
And I'm like, girl,
Hate
like
it.
I've been through that. Like right after that storm, like boom.
Yeah.
You're booming.
Yeah.
And you just quit right before that.
Don't try
you know?
something different. Like, oh, I know girls like isolation. That was my big thing. Oh my God, Anna. Isolation was hell. Okay, until I found the right tweezer. Yeah. But you have to try different things. Figure out what works for you. Just because this works for the person that taught the class or anything like, it may not work for you. Try something different. Don't be afraid to try something different.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I really think that there's so many things that we can say. We can go on and on and on. For sure.
Well, this is a conversation we can go on and on.
We can go on and on and on about, you know, what to do, what not to do, words of advice, you know, the struggles, the hurdles. You know, everybody says easy money, but nothing in this world is easy, and nothing good is easy, right?
For sure.
And nothing easy is good.
For sure. So
you have to put that work in. You have to put that hard work in. That's what's going to pay you back.
I'm telling you.
Hard work.
Hard work.
Yes.
Seriously. Work. And when you do get to that level, your prices will go up. But your clientele, they're paying you for your experience. Yeah. Because you know how to do this, this, and this, but it's because you worked yourself up to that level.
Exactly.
See what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
For sure.
Q, I want to thank you so much for being part of the show. We really appreciate, you know,
glad to
everything
be here.
You've been through, everything, you know, that you're saying, the words of wisdom, all of that. People need to hear it.
Seriously.
People need to hear it. And I'm so glad that you can be part of our show. Hopefully you can be back on the show soon.
I hope so. I love it here. Yes.
But for now, that is all for today, guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this show. If you guys would please give us those thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell so that you guys won't miss the next episode. We'd love to have you back here with us. Don't forget to subscribe. See you guys later here at the Lash Live. Bye.
Bye.
Good?